Welcome back here as we're at the Florida Citrus Sports High School Football Media Days, day one of day two on this video recording here as we talk to Edgewater here and got the head coach here of the Edgewater Eagles. We got Cam Duke here, and then we got Josh Alexander sitting there at number 5, and then we got Kai Bates sitting there at number 1 right here as well. So, Coach, glad to have you here and to talk some Edgewater football. And Coach, last year, a really great season. Got cut short in the playoffs right there, and not the expectation y'all wanted to have. For a team that you had some really talented athletes, but it looks like it's not rebuild this year. It's just reload and get ready to go. So, Coach, what's the biggest thing that we should be looking forward to for Edgewater football in 2023?
Well, I think we had a great year last year. Everyone keeps talking about that group, and it was a special group. But this upcoming group, the senior class, is special, and you got a couple of guys here that are going to help lead that way. But our team motto this year is the word now. We talk about it every day that we're just going to focus on the now. We don't live in the past. We learn from the past, but we don't live in it, and then we don't think too much far about the future because that'll give you anxiety. So we're just focused on the now, and this group's done that all spring and in the summer in the weight room. The different trips that we've been on, this group is ready. The senior class is ready to lead this football program this year. So we're excited. It was a great year last year, and besides just the record, the young men that were in our program that graduated were special and will always be remembered for what they did, and not only just as a football player, but as a man for our program. And I'm looking forward to this next group to take the step into the leadership role, and I think a lot of people will be surprised.
Absolutely, and Coach, and looking at all that, you're going to be expecting them to lead and everything, but when it comes to everything, y'all in a tough district. You got competitive teams in the district, and looking at everything, what is it going to take for y'all to repeat as district champions once again this year?
I think we just focus on, again, right now, one day at a time. I mean, these guys have already lifted this morning. They'll have another one tomorrow, and then we start a week from today with fall camp. And our schedule's brutal, but we love that. These guys like to play the best competition. I talk to them all the time about who we're going to play when we have open slots, and they want to play the best. And, we have a competitive district. We're excited about that. District champions, it means something, especially with this district, when you look at who's in it. So, of course, Jones and Wakaiba, they're really good football programs. So we're excited about the opportunity to compete in that district and then hopefully, focus one day at a time and then have a chance hopefully to make the playoffs.
No, absolutely here, and I'm going to bring Kai and Josh into this. Kai, start with you here. What's your biggest goal this year? I know this is for you. Both all y'all are seniors here. So, what's your biggest goal? And Josh, the same thing for you as well. For 2023 season, what's the biggest goal?
I mean, ultimately, the ultimate goal is to win a state championship. But I feel like just bonding as a team and really enjoying the time that we have with each other, knowing that this will be the last time that we ever put the same helmet on. Just really enjoying that time and really basking in the moment. Our motto is now. So really just appreciating the now and appreciating every moment that we have this time with each other. And just that'll make us go out and really go hard for each other, just knowing that we have to do it right now and that we have one more chance with each other. So really not looking too far into the future because we just focus on the present and we're going to play every snap as it's our last, and we all going to put it out on the line for each other.
I want to piggyback off Kai with the now situation. That's our motto, so we're going to do everything now. I just want to this team that we have 2024 it's the best class, and I feel like we just need to take it all in because this is our last season and we need to play as a brotherhood.
Absolutely, and what have you been doing now? We'll go back this way towards Coach here, but what have you been doing during the off season to get ready? This again, like y'all mentioned, this will be the final time y'all will be putting on the same helmets together. So what have y'all been doing to in terms of preparing for that? Because I know that there's a lot of work that goes on in the off season. It's not just what happens on the field during the season; it happens what's happening off the field and then in the weight room and all that.
Yes, sir. Recently, the whole team, we've been getting right with the Most High. I feel like that's a big part of it. I've been working on me personally, I've been working on my side-to-side movement, my hips, my flexibility, my strength, and just the mental part of it, because everybody goes through something in life, and it's hard. So you just got to focus, and you got to put your faith in the Lord. So that's what we've been doing as a team.
No, absolutely, and for you, Kai, same.
I I really say just making sure, even though we are the senior class, just making sure the guys below us are really up to speed with what we're doing as well, because we can't do it by ourselves as a senior class. Just making sure that they all live up to the standards that we have as a team, and that they really appreciate us as a senior class, knowing that this will be our last time, that we don't get another chance, and that they respect us as seniors, and that they're willing to go out and put it all on the line as we would do the same for them.
Absolutely, and bring Coach back into this. Coach, looking at the schedule here, as you mentioned, it's your guys want to go and play the best of the best here, and of course, the week one starts off with the neighborhood rival Bishop Moore. You need school buses for that or anything like that. You just walk across the street between both teams. So let's talk about that for a moment with the Bishop Moore rivalry, because that's pretty special there, right there. Edgewater Drive, all that. What makes that rivalry special?
Yeah, Battle of College Park. We play for a trophy. I tell these guys all the time. When you come back 20 years, you're going to be able to look on that trophy and find your year that you graduated and what took place. And we've been fortunate to have won the last few. But that's a good program. People don't realize. They're one of the better programs in Central Florida consistently. So they come to our place week one, and it's nothing sweeter than playing a rival week one, where you actually get a chance to hoist a trophy at the end of the game if you are victorious. So we look forward to it. They're going to be a tough matchup. They do a great job. Coach Hedrick knows what he's doing over there. They have a great program every year, and we know there's a challenge there, but they come to our place week one. I know these guys are excited about that.
And let's just talk about the rest of the schedule. The schedule is just a gauntlet. There's week by week. Clearwater Academy, West Orange, Jones, that first district game, right there. Apopka, Wekiva. Timber Creek, you can't get, Timber Creek in the process. Ocoee, who was in the state semifinals last year. Horizon, who has been, an up-and-coming program. And then, hey, the Battle of the Barrel with Boone, last year, marked the 70 years of the Battle of the Barrel, and, between the two schools when it was split, from the old Orlando High, or Orlando North, Orlando South, and I know y'all kind of reference yourself, the Orlando North, what the original name Edgewater was going to be. So, there's no off weeks for y'all in this schedule. So, you speak to what your guys want. They want to play tough opponents.
Yeah, no, I talk to them all the time, and they know what's at stake, and they want it. And I think if you want to be great, then you need to go play greatness. And so they love to compete. They don't shy away from it at all. It's kind of been set in front of them with the past year's teams. With we've had a chance to go down and play Venice and the IMGs of the world, and you name it. And this year's no different. It's an incredible schedule against a lot of great teams, well-coached teams here in Central Florida and outside of Central Florida as well. So we're focused on the now. We know we have to be. We can't focus on tomorrow. We got to get better today and getting ready for this 23 schedule. That's pretty elite.
No, and absolutely an elitist thing. And then, of course, the final thing, the Battle of the Barrel, the 71st edition will be coming up this year. Boone, that's another special trophy right there. That's a special rivalry because of that split. So, at the end of the season, let's just ask, Coach, start with you in that thing, for y'all to start with the rivalry with Bishop Moore at the start of the season and to finish it off with Boone at the end of the season. A lot of schools can't say that they have two big rivalries right there, like that on their schedule that bookends the season. So for you, Coach, what does it mean for y'all having that bookend like that?
Well, what's wild is I think there's probably about 4 or 5 or 6 games on that schedule that probably be considered rival games. That's just part of it. But when we have the two, older rivalries that the start and end of the season is special. Of course, Battle of College Park with Bishop Moore, and then when you get a chance to play Boone and get a chance to win the Barrel, it's nothing sweeter, to end the regular season. We got to go there, and they do a great job. It's a good program year in and out. Very tough physical team, and but it's something that I tell these guys all the time. They'll remember forever, not just them, but their kids and so forth, and so many of their relatives that were part of that game, like you said, since being played since 1952.
No, absolutely, and of course for you two guys, for Kai and Josh, what does it mean for those two rivalry games on the bookends of the schedule?
I'll definitely say the two rival games, starting and ending with one, definitely have something to play for. But we have something to play for all season. Every team that we play, we got a target on our back. Every team wants to beat us, and I feel like we treat every game. We go week by week, and we don't really look too far into the future. But we respect every opponent. We're gonna go into it and really do our research and study and prepare like we respect any other team. Like we're playing in the playoff game every week. Every week is a playoff game for us, and we never look too far. We never put anything past any team. But just knowing that we start and end with the rival, knowing that we have something to play for. But I feel like every game of the season we have something to play for. So.
Just like what Kai Bates said, wearing that red and having that E in your chest, you will always have a target on your back no matter what. Any game we have to come in with the playoff mindset and like we ready to go. And we will always be ready to go do what the coaches do and how we prepare.
No, absolutely. And guys, I want to appreciate your time and thank you for being here at the Florida Central Sports High School Football Media Day here. And I wish the Edgewater Eagles the best of luck this season. And we'll see you around on the field.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks, brother.
All right. That was the Edgewater Eagles here, joining us here. Right here at the Florida Citrus Sports High School Football Media Day here in Orlando. I'm Josh Wilson with FloridaHSFootball.com. Stay tuned for more videos from the high school football media days that were taking place around the state as we visit them here at the end of July here. So keep it tuned here on FloridaHSFootball.com. We'll see you here soon.